What's going on, YouTube? We're back here with another video, and we're going to be going over the developers notes for CZN. Okay, so I ain't gonna lie, I haven't really been playing CZN that much. I'm not falling out in love with it, but it's just I'm not a big fan of the Great Rift. I don't like the grind this deck, then go ahead, play it, and you're gonna be able to get this score. I kind of liked the roguelike gameplay that they had, and I wanted them to build more upon that, and it does seem that can be the case for what they're going to be talking about. So let's get into it. So we got Salty Begins, the Lost Essence. To capture the fun of the roguelike deck building experience, Chaos Zero Nightmare was designed so that combatants aren't confined to fixed roles. Instead, their mechanics and synergies evolve based on the player's specific build. Okay, pretty good start. Through this design philosophy, we aim to create a diverse gameplay experience where even the same combatant can perform differently depending on the player's choices. During the early stages of the game's launch, this build diversity appeared to function as intended. Yeah, I 100% guarantee, I feel like everyone loved the chaos mode, the roguelike gameplay at the start of CZN. It was just super fun. You were just playing through all the worlds, getting all these different gears. Yeah, you were still like making builds, but it wasn't really a focus. It was just more about having fun when you just hopped into the world. However, with the introduction of competitive ranking content such as Great Rift, play shifted towards optimizing save data efficiently. This dominant strategy began to limit the variety of viable builds and fun. In my opinion, I think they should put that there, because when you started playing the chaos modes, knowing that you had to get a certain build for the Great Rift and you didn't get the right godlike epiphany or just the right epiphany, it was annoying as hell, man. It was, I just felt like I wasted like 20 minutes, half an hour with the chaos run because I didn't get what I needed to get. So yeah, man. In this process, the epiphany system, contrary to its original design intent of encouraging diverse choices, became a hurdle, making it difficult to secure the desired epiphanies. Facts. This ultimately increased the overall gameplay burden for our protos, yes. Although the gameplay burden of acquiring save data was significantly elevated through various improvement patches, an environment where diverse builds can be meaningfully utilized has still not been established. You know what's crazy? Even though they made deck build and save data so much more easier, I still can't get the right godlike epiphanies. Like, literally, it's part of the reason why I haven't touched Great Rift. I literally can't get the 1 AP epiphany on the Serennial. I literally can't get the, I think it's the draw, or it's 1 AP on the, what's the new character's name, Typhera. I literally can't get on her either. It is just super annoying, man. We have therefore concluded that more fundamental improvements are necessary to address this issue. So freedom from constraints and the joy of choice. So Salty is a pure roguelike game mode that does not grant save data, offering a unique gameplay experience separated from previous restrictions. Beyond simply removing save data constraints, we designed Salty to that the choices made by Protoss during gameplay become the decisive factor in clearing a run. Additionally, because existing chaos modes preserve play results in the form of save data, we had to tune the strength of various elements to a certain level in order to keep gameplay within the intended balance ceiling when designing content that utilizes save data. This applied to most build elements such as equipment and fates, excluding combatants' card sets, and ultimately diminished the overall appeal of the gameplay experience. In Salty, these constraints are removed, allowing players to fully experience the core appeal of roguelike gameplay. You will encounter a wide range of variables, powerful choices, and corresponding new threats in this new mode. Okay, it sounds like fun, and that's what I'm here for. So we've got new power. First, the equipment system will undergo significant changes. The effect caps on underutilized equipment will be removed, or the conditions required to activate the effects will be expanded further. As a result, choosing which equipment to use and which combatant to equip it to will become a key strategic decision when clearing runs. The influence of the primordials intervening in chaos will also be strengthened. Fate effects, which felt underwhelming in most cases, will be overhauled to shift the gameplay experience, such as altering core game rules and constraints or enhancing specific combat mechanics. Depending on which fate is selected, the Chaos experience will change significantly, making combatant composition and deck building choices even more important. I do hope like they super go for it with the Chaos mode. Like I want a whole bunch of like random stuff like happening as well during the Chaos mode personally. Like, you know, let's just run into like some crazy hard boss that's not even like at the ending. You know how like at the end of the first floor, then you got the interior and whatever, you got the two main bosses, right? Like, yo, throw another third boss in there that's just random and it's super hard, and hey, if you beat it, you do get rewarded for it, you know? Just like a whole bunch of fun stuff in the roguelike game mode. Crazy stuff, just stuff that we don't expect, you know, stuff that just catches you by surprise. I feel like it would just add to the, you know, just playing through the roguelike game mode, you know? I don't want it to be specifically like, because let's be honest, all we do is go to the damn question marks and go to the boss as quick as possible, you know? But, you know, maybe they change it up, you know? Maybe some question marks have these like hidden bosses or something like that you straight up have to fight, you know? Like, I really hope they try to capture the roguelike game mode and add a lot of like randomness to it that makes it fun though, you know? But yeah, party composition in Salty, the method of forming your party has also been revised due to distortion. What? In a space-time, the use of waypoint devices is restricted and only one okay, see, the thing is, I read ahead, so like I kind of have to skip over this. Wait, what? Only one command can be transmitted per waypoint. As a result, Protoss will enter Chaos with a single combatant. Yo, what? Oh yeah, Typhera's probably gonna be really good for that, because she could do DPS and heal herself. Okay, and she could draw cards herself and give herself AP. Yeah, she's probably gonna be amazing to start off with. Okay, that's really interesting, man. Okay. After infiltrating the Chaos, each time a boss is defeated, an additional combatant can be selected to join the party. Unlike existing Chaos runs, it consists of total of 3 stages, and leading up to the final boss, Protoss will be able to assemble a party with up to 4 combatants. Okay, if there's 3 stages and you can get 4 combatants, I'm pretty sure the 4th combatant ain't gonna be at the final boss, right? Because then that would just be pointless. Wait. Okay, so does that mean there's gonna be numerous boss? I mean, not numerous, but there's gonna be a fair amount now. So it low-key did go to what I was trying to say, where I said I wanted more bosses, but I did want more randomness with the bosses. I just feel like, just so every Chaos roguelike run just felt different, I felt like that would have been pretty cool. In addition, due to the instability of waypoints, the combatants that appear will vary each time, and a range of modified conditions will appear, such as having all unique cards available or having basic cards removed. As a result, the choices you make will be even more important depending on the party composition and situation at hand. Into the unknown, more dangerous and powerful Chaos. Okay, the roguelike game mode sounds fun for sure. Interesting that you start off with 1 combatant, and yeah, what they said here as well, in addition, due to instability of waypoints, the combatants that appear will vary each time. So does that mean the combatants you could get is like random? So I can't like play this game mode with like specific characters that I want? I don't know, we will see, right? Up until now, various forms of Chaos have been encountered throughout the story, but missions to destroy them have previously only ever been conducted through the simulation system known as Zero System. And Salty, combatants will directly infiltrate real Chaos rather than a simulation. Protoss will face off against its true nature, a place where unpredictable dangers and mysteries intertwine at the very core. And I want to see this in the roguelike. You know what I'm saying? Let me see some, you know, random dangers. Let me, you know, get mixed up in things that I didn't expect to be in the roguelike game mode. So, as I said, I just hope they go full-fledged with the roguelike game mode and make it really good. Salty will feature some rule adjustments compared to existing Chaos runs, and will also offer a base difficulty that even Protoss with lower proficiency can challenge. By building a deck through simple choices and understanding combatant mechanics, Protoss will be able to reach the Chaos core without excess difficulty. So I'm guessing it just gets harder every difficulty, and this is gonna be the big cool one, right? Or whatever they said. Additionally, a higher difficulty option for Chaos will be available, including a new hardcore mode. Okay, in hardcore mode, the link crash state that previously activated when HP was depleted is now gone, and reaching 0 HP will result in immediate death. Furthermore, various elements designed to intensify combat will be applied, such as increased actions counts for higher grade monsters. Okay. In Salty, you will encounter numerous special entity monsters, unique rare species, new NPCs, and unknown locations. Various challenge missions will also become available depending on difficulty and level, alongside the new hardcore mode. Okay, it's sounding really good so far. At higher difficulties, prioritizing survival and growth becomes essential unit until a powerful build is acquired. Gameplay will focus heavily on survival and chaos elimination while dealing with never before seen threats and environmental variables. Okay, I like what I'm hearing. New epiphany items are making diverse save data strategies easier. Salty can be played without consuming ether, but content exclusive currency can be acquired by consuming ether. Okay, so the ether is just stamina for the people that don't know. Also coming with the Salty update is set of new flash items that allow editing of duplications, removals, divine epiphanies, and more. These items will be obtainable using the new exclusive currency. Okay, so you're definitely going to want to play this game mode now. This is intended to significantly reduce the burden Pro Tools experience when creating desired save data, and to establish an environment where diverse strategies can be more freely experimented. Okay, in addition, we are preparing further improvements to reduce the time required for repeated play when creating save data, allowing Pro Tools to focus on salty and strategic experimentations. Chaos skip battle feature added. What? The development team has ways to minimize the time spent. Okay, to focus as part of the effort, a skip battle feature will be introduced on Chaos content, excluding salty, of course, by consuming tickets which are obtainable through various methods. Okay, so they basically just have a skip function when you get into battle. Nice. Okay, yeah, that would make it quicker. That would make it quicker. But that means the AI is fighting, and sometimes the AI do be making some silly decisions. Easing of the Great Rift save data seasonal restrictions. Even after save data restrictions were eased, build diversity remain limited because seasonal power, seasonal cards, and seasonal equipment can only be used within the respective seasons. As a result, each season requires significant effort to build decks for combatants. With seasonal elements, okay, the entire sea farm and perfect save data. We are also reviewing options such as removing seasonal restrictions entirely or easing them so they remain usable up to a certain season. Further details will be shared in. Okay, so potentially we're going to be able to use our old seasonal decks in this piece of content. That would make sense, you know, because at least there's a bit more reason for why we spend all that time farming. Low key, if they just want to make it easier, when we do our chaos runs, just allow us to select everything. Allow us to get the whole list. When we get a divine epiphany on a card, instead of getting 3 that shows up, let's just get all the epiphanies that can get a divine for that card, and just let us choose it on the screen. Whether that's like 10 cards that are going to pop up on the screen, it is what it is. Let's just straight up be able to choose what we want in the chaos mode for the Great Rift. Obviously for the salty mode, yeah, made that hard as hell and just pure roguelike. April showcase. With the salty update, we hope Pro Tools can move beyond the burden of farming save data and focus more on diverse strategies and unique deck building experiences. Okay. Oh wait, lastly, we are preparing further updates including Salty Season 3 and the half anniversary. More deals. Oh wait, it's the half anniversary already? Holy, that's insane. But yeah, that's the developer note. So basically a new game mode is coming called Salty, where they're gonna try to bring that roguelike feeling back to the game and the enjoyment of roguelike and just having fun when you do the roguelike system as well. And they're also going to try to make chaos mode a lot more easier to farm the save data we want for Great Rift. and stuff like that. So it's a step in the right direction again. You know, season 2 was definitely an improvement. Season 3 seems like it's improving on that improvement, and I feel like it's gonna probably take until season 5 to 6 for them to get to the point where I feel like, yeah, now we've got everything in the game we want. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. I just wanted to quickly go over this, but yeah, seems pretty hype for sure. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.